Hello, I'm Hamish. I'm the star of the film Better Late. Today I'm going to show you how the film was made. This film was made as part of the Scottish Association of Movie Makers Workshop Weekend. Brian Saberton organises the weekend each year, and this year it was in May at the Stirling Management Centre on the campus of Stirling University at Bridge of Allan. There are two options to choose from, and our team chose option 2, the proverb. We had to use 3 props: a railway ticket, a photograph and a cardigan, and include the line of dialogue, "You should have tasted it first." Dorothy Borrie was the director and wrote the script. On the weekend of the 15th and 16th of May, we all headed to the Bridge of Allan in Stirling. We met the actresses who had come from the Cymru and the Crieff drama groups. The last-minute change of cast members meant a couple of quick rewrites of the script. We decided to shoot the outside location shots first and headed down to the loch. It was a lovely sunny May morning with quite a breeze of wind. A bonny May morning on campus in Stirling in 2010 was tricky to make into 1950s, what with the joggers and cars.
Right, cameras rolling.
The local ducks were rather amorous that spring morning, and one female duck was being pursued by 5 or 6 determined rakes. One low-flying escape attempt nearly collided with Sean's head and the camera, much to the hilarity of all. Sadly, it was not caught on film. Sean had Chim's big Sony FX1 camera. Chim was sound recordist with a Rode microphone on a boom. And Elise looked after continuity. Once we were happy with these shots, we headed back up to the Stirling Management Centre. While filming Elise's doorstep scene, we had problems with background noise, including aircraft. We also failed to spot reflections in the glass of the door, and if you listen carefully, you'll hear who's to blame.
To the police, then they might be able to help, but sorry, I can't help you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll be cut out the reflection when you reach the step. Because you're waiting away from the microphone.
Was that? Okay, no problem.
Right,
Okay, we'll do a quick one again.
Right. Check positions. Check for microphone and film. Right, looks fine here. Can't see a reflection of myself in the door. Helicopter's away at the moment.
Okay, camera's on. Action.
Sorry, I can't help. Bye.
Yep, I think we'll get away with that. That was.
To remove the reflections, we could have used a polarising filter or moved the camera. Luckily, this shot was a flashback, so we could crop it and turn it into black and white. We tried to retouch each frame individually, but that was very messy. And in the end, we put Hamish over the top of the mic to try and hide it.
Can I help you? I was wondering if you could maybe help me find this young lady.
We had a couple of other wee issues to deal with on the day. The boom crept into shot. It's nothing serious. We either reshot the scene or cropped it later in the edit. Sometimes people forgot their lines. Again, nothing serious there. We just had a wee giggle and then reshot it.
Yeah, that looks like Nan Brown. Forgotten my lines, sorry. What do I say now? Oh, sorry, start again. Yeah, that looks like Nan Brown. It was most peculiar. Her whole family did a moonlight flit, and nobody knows where they've gone.
I don't know what my line is, sorry.
Oh, do you know her?
Thank you. Sorry. No, I just...
Sorry. Do you know her?
No, I just wanted to return something to it. It's really important. It's quite valuable.
Well, there's a neighbour There's a late next door neighbour, Mrs. Murray. She's
Camera is rolling.
action.
You're not going to Australia. Couldn't bear it if you were that far away. Something, 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 something.
I'll tell you about the cardigan.
Oh yes, but that's all. I'll tell you all about the cardigan. When you get older, I'll tell you about the cardigan, but that's all. Oh, where's my pocket?
That's good, Janet, right.
And occasionally people got in the back of the shot. In this scene, Mary is asking the lady from the council if she knows where Nan is. If you watch the door behind Mary carefully, you'll see it open and close and someone comes through it.
Okay, well thanks anyway. Oh, actually...
It's Nan! She's behind you! She didn't go to Australia after all, she was there all the time. There was a wedding party on that day at the hotel, and one of the guests was a baby. Dorothy Borey asked her mum if she'd like to play the part of the baby in our film, and she agreed.
Hello, Sean here. I've sent Hamish off on an errand to get him out of the way, as his next bit is a bit tricky. You see, Hamish isn't real, and doesn't really exist. Although, technically I suppose he does exist, but only on a computer. He is computer generated, and as such wasn't available for filming in Stirling. For the filming, we used a stand-in. It was a cardboard cutout, actually, to be exact.
This is going to be an animated character.
Yes, he's a CGI character that lives on my laptop that'll be blue screened into these.
What a strange, bizarre world you inhabit.
This gave the actors an eye line to work with, and it gave me a reference for where Hamish should be on screen when the film was finished. The hospital bed shots make up most of the film, and took all of the Saturday afternoon to shoot. There were 7 people crammed into the bedroom I was staying in, and we had to move most of the furniture into the bathroom to make space. As you can imagine, it was pretty warm and rather cramped. We decided to use my Canon XM2 camera, and Dorothy set it up to film Jenny's face, which gave us extra shots for editing it in later. Here we can see that Jenny has the Hamish cardboard stand-in in the shot, and Janet provides his voice. This gives Jenny a reference to act with.
Sally, wake up!
Then the scene is shot again without the stand-in.
Who are you? What do you want? Go away!
I re-recorded Hamish's lines on a program called WavePad once I got home, and by tweaking the speed and pitch,
Hamish is born.
Hamish was created on a program called iClone 4 Pro. It is a program for making and animating 3D models and characters. I superimposed the shot onto a screen built into the iClone 4, and using the reference shots filmed in Stirling, I was able to place Hamish on front. I could then position him so he was the correct size. I added lighting effects to give him some depth and realism, and then animated him round the frame on the timeline. I also animated where he should look, especially if another actor was speaking. Once his lines of dialogue were added to the program, it created the lip sync automatically.
It's decision time. I've come to show you your life passing afore your eyes, like it does you ken.
Then I removed the screen and turned all the background blue and rendered out the file. This new blue screen clip was added onto the chroma key part of Pinnacle Studio 12's timeline, and the original shot minus Hamish was added as well. Both shots composited together made it look as if Hamish was actually there.
What the heck? Who are you?
By using this blue screen method, I could move, zoom or crop the Hamish part until it fitted the original scene. Once finally composited, it was rendered as a final AVI file, and once all the sequences were rendered, all the little clips were added to the timeline, the audio was tweaked and sound effects added before the final film was burned to DVD. This all took a bit of time and a huge amount of hard disk space. And now you know why we were the last group to finish filming on the day. Oh, here's Hamish back from his errand. You're just in time, Hamish. I was just telling all the folks what a great star you were in our film. Take a bow. Oh, and in case you thought we'd forgotten, Here's the line that had to be in the script.
Yuck.
You should have tasted it first, Hamish. It's flat. Oh, what's happening now?